Hi everyone, happy Tuesday. It's election day. It's Tuesday, November the 8th. I feel like it's been a while since the last time I made a video, but I know that the reason behind that is I know I've had a lot of things to do after school, so I've had to leave right after school, but also we're kind of wrapping up the first marking period. Can you believe that it's tomorrow, the end of the first marking period already? So there was not a lot of new things going on that I needed to introduce to you, but I did just want to make this little video and kind of tell you what's been going on. And then next week when we come back, we are to start the second marking period. So the time is just flying here in third grade. So the biggest thing that happened today in school is that we did a school election, which was really cool. So everybody got their I voted sticker. Yesterday, kind of during writing time, what we did was we did a lot of research on the candidates. I know that during our citizenship unit, we learned about the election process and how to vote and why people vote. So that is what we were really focusing on, at least in third grade and I know fourth grade, because we know it's been such a heated debate no matter which candidate you were choosing. It's been a lot of things have been going on. So what we are really trying to focus on as a school is the whole election process and why we vote and how we vote and what happens with that. So that was the biggest thing. And then what we also wanted to touch on is no matter who the candidates are, you need to do your research. So yesterday what we did, we went on Pebble Go, which is a search engine website that we use here and we use in the library. And they had biographies on both Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. And the students were able to read about the candidates. Then I even had a Newsweek for Kids article that talked about the election as well. And again, the importance of voting and how we vote and why we vote. So since we did all of our research yesterday, then together as a class today, we went to a voting booth and we voted, which was pretty neat. And the students were able to understand why we voted. We told them it was a personal thing. I gave them the option if they didn't want to vote, they didn't have to vote. So I didn't want anybody to feel pressured to vote, but they were all really excited. They wanted to be part of it. And it's not quite the end of the day yet. And I know they want to know who won. So I think they might either make the announcement at the end of the day today, or maybe tomorrow morning, depending on, we just had paper ballots, so somebody had to count them up. I would not want that job. So that was something that was really exciting because I know a lot of the students have even talked about the election because I know it's been all over the news and things like that. So they're informed. So again, we wanted to kind of take a different take on it. So if they said that they voted today, that's what we did today. For reading, last week we read Roberto Clemente, and this week we are doing a little research project on other everyday heroes and what they did to help change the world. So we're really trying to look at comparing these other everyday heroes to Roberto Clemente. How are they different? How are they alike? I made up a whole PowerPoint presentation. I gave them 4 different everyday heroes to choose from. One was Dr. Martin Luther King. The other was Jackie Robinson. One was Alice Paul, who's right here from Mount Laurel. And the other one was Malala. So I took a lot of different everyday heroes because I wanted them to have a different outlook, and exactly what they did for the world was different as well. So it wasn't always the same as what Roberto Clemente did. So we've been starting on that research project. The students have been thinking of questions to ask and like things that they're wondering about those everyday heroes. Then they're doing a research project on it. So I have looked at pre-approved websites, they're kid-friendly websites and kid-friendly YouTube videos that allow them to learn about these everyday heroes. And then once they're done the research, they're going to present it in any way they wish. So they could draw a poster, they could do a Google drawing, they could do a Google presentation, they can work together with a partner. So it's really just up to them how they want to present the information. And the biggest thing I want them to take away from it is how are they alike or how are they different from Roberto Clemente? And then what makes them an everyday hero? What did they do to try to change the world? So that's been really exciting to see the students coming up with their own questions, really wondering and inquiring about these people and kind of how they changed the world. In math, we already ended our Unit 1. We took our test last week. That'll probably come home probably next week for Friday folders, since it's not Friday this week. We're off to 2 days, so I can maybe I'll give that to them earlier. I'll just send it home on Friday with all of their work. So you'll see that. So we are right now done with multiplication and division. We will come back to it. What's great about this investigations curriculum is that it always circles back, because I know we haven't done all of the multiplications times tables, so we will come back to it. But the next unit is line plots and graphs. So one of my favorite units, so I'm really excited to be introducing that. We are just about done our personal narratives. They should all be printed up tomorrow. And then we're going to move on to our second unit next week. And science, we're just wrapping up weather. They're doing a meteorologist for a day web quest as well. We just started it today, so I want to give them that opportunity to be able to do their project. Probably take it maybe a couple days next week, depending on how long it takes. And then we'll start our next social studies unit as well. So we are just moving right along. So that's what's been going on in room A2. I hope that you all have, a great week. I know here we're off Thursday, Friday for the New Jersey's Teachers Convention. So I hope the students have a great long weekend and that we are ready to start the second marking period next week. Have a great night. I know for tonight for homework, you just have some subtraction practice. I want to see how you're doing on your basic addition and subtraction work. So get that done, and then you can go and play and enjoy this beautiful day. Have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.